2 doors down, is it? Morning guys, this is Albert Aldridge of albertaldridgefitness.com, the nutrition coach. Thank you very much for clicking on the video. It's an absolute pleasure having you. And today I'm going to be taking you through a lean bulk full day of eating, and I'm going to be incorporating foods that you guys have recommended and suggested, because in my previous lean bulk full day of eating I had 2 of you. I will name you when I try these certain foods, but the 2 of you suggested 2 protein based products that I should try from My Protein and another one from Grenade, which I'm going to try at the start of this full day of eating. But I'm also going to take you throughout the whole day of this day of eating, rather than trying the 4 cookies I did in my previous video, because I was reading the feedback that I got from you guys, and some people said, and I got the impression as well from the comments, that you prefer to see me do a complete full day of eating, but just in one day. Ooh. Who's that geezer? At the moment, I'm eating between 4,000 to 4,100 calories a day doing the 4-mile run, as well as my weightlifting, powerlifting, and CrossFit routine. If you do want to find out about that, in my previous video, I explained my complete weightlifting and training routine, and you can also download a copy of it if you want to have a look at it yourself. I'll put a link to the video just on the screen right now. So I'm eating 4,000 to 4,100 calories a day at the moment in order to get stronger at the deadlift, conventional deadlift that is, back squat, front squat, bench press, push press, strict press. And I'm not so concerned about my body fat percentage at the moment. I'm making sure it remains below 15%. And not very long ago I did get it tested and I was around 10% body fat. So at the moment I estimate that I'm around 12%. And I have been in the single digit body fat range before. I think the lowest I've ever got to, I'm predicting, is probably around 7%. So I will get shredded again one day, but my main focus at the moment is getting stronger and learning these new moves in CrossFit. Hope you enjoy this day of eating though. I'm going to take you to the first snack in just a second, but I've just got to set up for my next personal training session. An old football boot bag, 15 kilo bag of sand, some bungee ropes, masking tape, and you've got yourself one of those weighted bags that you get at the gym. You can have a great workout with it. I'm going to be using this for my personal training session. Just before I reveal what I'm first going to try, I just wondered if any of you can relate to this. This morning when I was outside, I was doing hanging cleans, and I was going to thrust the weight up. It was relatively heavy for me when doing hang cleans. I was using about 40 kilos. And when I thrusted the weight up, I was about to perform the movement, but then my immune system felt like it just been, I don't know really, like somebody was, you know, going like this. I won't give you too much information, but I had to go inside and use the toilet, and it wasn't very pleasant. Sometimes I'm finding that heavy lifting is really affecting my immune system and having to go to the toilet really quickly. Just wondered if any of you guys have had this as well in the past. Just had to get the door, but the first thing I'm going to try is this. I was recommended in my previous full day of eating to try a white chocolate and cookie Grenade Carb Killer high protein bar. So many people I've come across have recommended to try this, so I thought I'll try it in this video. I've had a chocolate Grenade bar in the past, but this is the first time I'm trying the white chocolate cookie one. Before I forget as well, do leave me your suggestions on what you'd like me to try food-wise for my next full day of eating video. So if you'd like me to try a certain food, put it in the comment section below, and then I'm going to pick 1 or 2 for my next lean bulk full day of eating. It has to be edible, by the way. Okay, for any of you who haven't had it before, it looks like it's got chocolate pieces on the top. Let's give it a try. I'm sorry, but that's okay. But I've had a lot of people who come up to me and said that it's amazing. I'll give that like a 6, 7 out of 10. It's okay. I wouldn't have this again. Sorry, guys. I'm going to finish it, though. Sorry, I've got 3 minutes to eat this, but somebody else recommended me to try this My Protein brownie. It's about 75 grams per brownie. Apologies for the wind as well. 27 grams of protein per brownie. Never tried this before. Nothing too bad. 287 calories per brownie. It certainly tastes more like a proper brownie, but again, and it has chocolate chips in it actually, in fact. But again, I can still taste the protein in it. Quite a cakey texture. It's got chocolate chips within it as well. It tastes not too bad. One more client, and I'll be eating a bit later, so I'll see you later on. Sorry, I couldn't get any footage of my personal training session because that would be an invasion of privacy. But I forgot to show you the packet of the My Protein brownie before I started the session, so here it is. I have no discount code link, but there is what it looks like if you guys want to get a brownie of your own. It was average, not great, but not the worst. But it tasted okay. Slightly strange because I told you this morning I was suffering from a little bit of a bad stomach. It was around 8:15 when I was setting up for my first personal training session in the garden, and when I was rolling out a turf that I have to use, just felt so my inside go really weird, I told you earlier. And then throughout the morning and early afternoon I had to use the toilet like 4 times. But then right now it's 6:45 and I'm absolutely fine. So it's probably just some weird bug in the system. Earlier you saw that I had my standard 3 caramel rice cakes, 2 chocolate chip rice cakes, both from rEHJch, 2 corn thins from Sainsbury's, dark chocolate coated. They are really good, and I had 5 bits of Sainsbury's dark value chocolate with that. Comparing Tesco value chocolate with Sainsbury's value chocolate, they're different. Well, duh, obviously. And I think Sainsbury's value chocolate actually might have the edge today, but my opinion could change tomorrow. And I had some Sainsbury's hot chocolate with that. And now just here, I'm going to tilt you down so you can see it. I have got 50 grams of Tesco mature cheddar cheese with 140 grams of Tesco value chicken tikka slices with 120 grams of couscous weighed out dry. And what I'm going to do is put that in the microwave for around 7 minutes. Then I'm going to add tomato ketchup on top, as well as some chili powder and garlic salt, which is a really good combination. And by putting it in the microwave, it allows the cheese to melt on top. I'm having this as a snack, and then I'm going to bring you back for my porridge oats at 9:30. 10:20 at night. Protein oats with frozen berries. Here's what it consists of. 63 grams of porridge oats weighed out dry. Add water. Put it in the microwave for 3 minutes. Add 27 grams of protein powder. I use chocolate flavour. Put it back in the microwave for another minute and 40 seconds. Bring it out. Let it cool for a minute. Then add 230 grams of Tesco value frozen berries. Job done. As you saw, the snack that I'm having alongside my porridge oats frozen berry mixed with chocolate whey protein. The whey protein, I can't remember what brand I got it from. It's quite a cheap brand because I'm a student and I always try and save on money. So for 5 kilograms of the whey protein, it's £29.99 I believe, with about £4 packaging. I'll put the company and a picture of the protein on the screen so you guys know which brand to get if you want to get yourself some and save on a lot of money. But alongside this snack, as I was saying, I'm having a piece of cake that my mum made, as well as 12 bits of Tesco Valley dark chocolate. You knew I was going to include Tesco Valley dark chocolate if you are an old and loyal subscriber. But this cake here, it's a chocolate and raspberry, I think with vanilla sponge, chocolate sponge, and it's got I think a bit of raspberry coulis maybe, with a chocolate covered layer on top of the cake as well as the filling. I have no nutrition label with this and no macronutrient details or calorie details. So the way I work this out is I usually pick around 4 to 5 cake products online. So for example here I took Angel Delight cake from Tesco, a coffee and walnut cake from Tesco, I think a generic Victoria sponge from Tesco, and a couple of other ones, and I compare all the calorie values per 100 grams. Then I take the highest value per 100 grams and just use that. So for the Angel Delight cake from Tesco, it's 381 calories per 100 grams, which is the highest calorie value per 100 grams of all the cakes I researched on Tesco's website. So I weighed out 119 grams of this cake and did 381 calories times 1.19 to give me the calorie value of this cake. It's not going to be 100% accurate, but I'm more likely to have gone over on estimating the calories rather than under. So if you're somebody who's is restricting themselves at the moment of eating foods that don't have a nutrition label, that is something that you can try if you want to guesstimate calories of the food a little bit more accurately. Time is 1:20 AM in the morning and I'm just having my final meal. The reason I normally eat my final meal at this time is just because I get caught up with doing my university work, nutrition plans, as well as planning one-to-one personal training sessions. The online coaching and the personal training is my main part-time job alongside my university studies. Here's what I'm having for my final meal. Here I've got 101 grams of oven cooked salmon, 230 grams of white potato, and then 240 gram mixture of broccoli, baby corn, as well as mange two beans. And then on the side I've got there are 4 corn thins, chocolate corn thins in these packets, and I've got 1 extra to the side with 1 caramel rice cake. And I topped off my dinner with some reduced sugar and salt tomato ketchup, as well as adding some salt on the potatoes. I'm conscious that my stomach still isn't 100%. This could be a psychological thing, but last night I had beef instead of salmon, which was slightly out of the blue, so I wanted to have salmon tonight, just psychologically, so I can think that I'm not having anything out of the blue that might affect my stomach. But I was thinking that if it's not my diet, then I'm wondering if maybe that my stomach being not 100% could be a sign of fatigue. Or even, I was doing ab rollouts this morning in my workout, which has made my abs pretty sore, so could that have also affected my immune system? I'm sorry, I'm aware this whole video has been based on my immune system. Not the most pleasant topic.